Hello, my name is Macaulay Edmund Flynn, and music is my life force. I was born in a log cabin in the woods of Windsor, Maine, during a blizzard. My mother was a midwife herself, so she believed in home births. And I was actually born in the dining room of the house I grew up in. There was a George Winston CD being played during my birth, and George Winston is a phenomenal pianist. And the music of Pachelbel's Canon, played by George Winston, were the first sounds I ever heard in this life, fresh out of the womb, which is probably why I was drawn to piano first. I'm an entirely self-taught musician, and when I was a little kid we had a Casio keyboard, and I used to love to play around on it. And that was the first time I started teaching myself an instrument. I used to watch Gilligan's Island a lot as a kid, and I guess my parents told me I ran into the other room one time and figured out the theme song right away. And I guess that was the first time they heard me hear a song and just figure it out. I believe a true musician can make music out of anything, which lies infinite potential. I play many instruments casually, but I write most of my music on piano and guitar. I've been writing songs and mapping out concept albums since junior high, which is pretty important to me. I went to Berklee College of Music for 1 year, and having auditioned on vocals as my principal instrument. My favorite part about Berklee was meeting so many talented musicians and interesting characters from around the world. And the connections were the best thing that I gained from that experience. I didn't stay another year because it was expensive, and I found my band, or at least at the time. And we decided we wanted to make our music careers on our own without an institution, which worked for John Mayer. So anyway, we moved to Austin, Texas. We played there for a few years. I actually lived in Austin on 2 occasions for 2 different bands. The first one being Human Fractals, which we all wrote music and we'd switch off on instruments. The second band, Tapazana, which was a driving rock band, which I was the frontman for. The first time I moved back to Maine from Austin was because I had a grand mal seizure on a public transit bus, and I seized up for 5 minutes straight. And that was the first seizure I had as an adult. I had had grand mal seizures as a baby, but this is when I was diagnosed, right before I was diagnosed with epilepsy as an adult, which came as quite a shock. But on the bus, thankfully, there was someone who was trained to handle the situation, and I had actually met her a few days before this because she was a music promoter and she was at one of my concerts, and I had no idea she was on the bus. So it's amazing that I wasn't hurt somehow. So I moved back to Maine to recollect myself. Writing and playing music and sharing it with others really keeps me alive and feels like my sole purpose. My grandma has really been pushing me to audition for The Voice for a while now, so really, this is for you, Grandma, as well as for myself and for the world. I need to share my music with the world. Music can, has, and will change the world, and we all need to rise together and have a revolution of great music. And that is what I believe.
Alright by me, 'cause you make me feel so brand new, and I wanna spend my life with you. I said that since, baby, since we've been together, ooh, loving you forever is what I need. Let me be the one you come running loving you well. Chase misprinted lies. We face the path of time, and yet I fight, and yet I fight this battle all alone. No one to cry to, no place to call home. Ooh, 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 ooh. My gift of self is raped. My privacy is raped. And yet I find repeating in my head, if I can't be my own, I'd feel better dead.